Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, December 17th. Well, the Mid-Atlantic region suffered through another rain event over the weekend that ended last night. There was some snow in places like the Poconos and parts of New Jersey. I expected some sleet or snow to make it all the way down into the suburbs of Philadelphia, east central Pennsylvania. That did not happen. It just did not get cold enough. But again, Mount Pocono had some snow, and certainly some higher elevation regions of New Jersey saw some snowflakes and sleet mixed in as well. We have yet another widespread rain event coming to the Mid-Atlantic region. It looks like it'll be focused in the Thursday night and Friday time frame. There can even be some lingering showers that last into Friday night and Saturday. So a wet Mid-Atlantic region will get even wetter late this week. The weekend rain brought the wettest year ever record into the record books for D.C. and many areas actually in the Mid-Atlantic region. Throughout the eastern part of the U.S., many spots are now in at least the top 5 for wettest years ever. Again, Reagan National Airport broke the record set there in 1889. I believe State College now has the wettest year on record. Philadelphia is second, depending on where you are. Parts of Chester County, there are some reports that unofficial observations in Chester County put this already at the wettest year ever. And again, another significant soaking rain event coming to this entire area Thursday night and Friday. Before we get into the upcoming storm system, let's take a look at the stratosphere. We posted a blog on the website a few days ago about an unfolding stratospheric warming event. It's on the climate info page of the weather website. Stratospheric warming events this time of the year sometimes can set off a chain of events that brings some frigid air into the central and eastern U.S. And certainly there is a stratospheric warming event underway right now. These events take several weeks really to evolve from the time you see warming over the high latitudes to the time you may see some Arctic air outbreaks into the central and eastern U.S. Again, refer to that blog climate info page of the PerspectaWeather.com website. This is the way the temperatures look right at the moment at the highest part of the atmosphere, 10 millibars. This is stratospheric level here. We're looking kind of at a top-down view of the North Pole, which is right in this region right here. Normally, you have a cold polar vortex in the upper part of the atmosphere sitting right over the North Pole. You have a little bit of a sign right here of some warming. And this is, again, the current conditions right here. And watch what happens 10 days from now. This is the 10-day forecast. A major area of warming evolves over the Asian side of the North Pole. And that looks like it'll continue to move across into the North American side of the North Pole beyond this time frame. But again, we sit right here in terms of 10 millibar stratospheric temperatures. And 10-day forecast from the GFS model puts us like this. This area, it looks like it'll continue to grow and extend onto the North America side of the pole. Very well could lead to some Arctic air outbreaks in the central and eastern U.S. during the month of January. So we'll continue to follow this unfolding, looks like a major stratospheric warming event. Well, let's take a look at the upper air pattern. The forecast maps of 500 millibars from last night's zero-Z GFS model run. First of all, we have the one upper level low associated with that system that produced a rain event in the Mid-Atlantic region over the weekend. Some oranges showing up here. We have a kind of a quieter pattern, although there'll be a strong cold frontal passage coming through the northeast today, and it'll get windy. Winds out of the northwest later today and tonight will definitely be noticeable. Very chilly air by tomorrow. High temperatures mainly confined to the 30s in the I-95 corridor region. Then we'll see kind of a repeating pattern that we've seen in recent weeks. Down in the deep south, a deep upper level low. And that is setting the stage for yet another rain event in much of the eastern third of the nation. This is now by Thursday morning. We start to get milder. We get cloudy, and rain is likely in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, either later Thursday or perhaps as late as Thursday night, as, again, a very vigorous looking upper level low slowly slides to the East Coast. This is now by Friday night, and again, a significant rain event for the middle, excuse me, the Mid-Atlantic region. Generally focused on Thursday night and Friday, but again, there can be some showers into Friday night and even Saturday as some colder air pulls back in on the backside for the upcoming weekend. Well, let's now take a look at the surface forecast maps from the 0Z GFS model run. By the way, these maps available at tropicaltidbits.com. Dry conditions today. We do have a decent drying period here for today, tomorrow, excuse me, and Wednesday, which is quite needed after the weekend rain and ahead of the widespread rain event coming for Thursday night and Friday. Notice the isobar pattern. We've had this quite often over the last several weeks as well. Rather tight on the backside of a departing low pressure area. In other words, stronger and stronger northwest winds, perhaps gusting to 35 or 40 miles per hour later today and tonight. Let's move forward here. That cold push moves in. Tomorrow, high pressure moves over us. Cold day though, probably hanging in the 30s in most areas in the Mid-Atlantic region for afternoon highs. And then here we go. Lots of moisture starting to gather down across the southeastern states. This is Thursday morning forecast map. Cloudy skies evolving here in the Mid-Atlantic region, and then rain by Thursday night. And again, one initial low rides up to the west here. Most likely warm conditions enough to reach the mid-50s by Friday afternoon, again with periods of rain. It'll be a soaking rain, and given the very saturated grounds, certainly localized flooding is a concern at the end of the work week here in the Thursday night, Friday time frame. Here we go. By Friday night, low pressure to the west. Again, on the warm side here in the I-95 corridor region, mid to upper 50s possible on Friday. Then that slowly moves to the northeast. Colder air starts to pour in during the upcoming weekend. There may be a rain or snow shower on Saturday, windy conditions on Saturday. Certainly colder again on Saturday as compared with Friday, and then it basically remains chilly through the upcoming weekend. Looking ahead to next week, by the way, for Christmas week, there still is a little bit of hope for some snow in the Mid-Atlantic region before Christmas. There's one wave that the GFS really is not picking up, but the European model is for Christmas Eve, next Monday. Maybe enough cold air. Still a little bit of hope there. And we'll obviously monitor that possibility over the next several days. Well, that's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.